Well, when I launched my campaign, I had set a series of goals for the campaign. And in many ways, it was reaching those goals this fall in terms of support. Organization was coming along. There, coincidentally, yesterday there was a national opinion poll that was released that had me in a solid second place nationally, in first place in Ontario, first place in terms of second ballot support as well. So the support I felt was coming along nicely. The one indicator where it wasn't coming along was on the money front, on fundraising for the costs of the campaign. And I'd said to my family as this started that I didn't want to expose our family to risk based on a massive debt being created as a result of the campaign costs. And we were hurtling down towards that situation, that very situation. So, I had to put my family first in that situation and look at the potential to raise money. And there was potential to raise more money, but the problem was the costs associated with moving on with the campaign would have eaten up any fundraising we would have done. So I just felt that I couldn't put my family in that kind of distress.
And did that happen? I mean, it was not too long ago that we were here doing the riding report. So did that happen between then and now? Like, what changed?
It was, there was a quarter end result. September 30th was the end of the quarter. And so we had started late. We had started the campaign in the summer. Summer months are tough to get things going anyway. But in August, September, we had just started our fundraising, and it was fairly disappointing. Now, I had 15 fundraising events planned for October and November and December, but again, we were behind the eight ball already, and those numbers would have come out in the next few days or so. And I felt it would have injured the campaign in any event. So I talked to my wife, I talked to my kids, I talked to my mother. I over Thanksgiving, as we gathered around the family table, we had family issues to discuss, but we also had these kinds of things that were on our minds. And so I just felt I had to make a decision that was right for my family.
So was the timing, I mean, compared to the last time, because you have run before federally, was the timing, like you said, the issue this time around? What was the differences between, because you went all the way.
Yeah, I went all the way the previous time, not successfully, of course, but I just, maybe with a little bit of wisdom, knew that we had 7 more months of campaigning. The entire course of the campaign 12 years ago, the last time I ran against Stephen Harper, was 9 weeks. That was the entire campaign. This one was like, basically I started thinking about it a few days after the last federal election. So that was last October. So you were either thinking about it or doing something about it for a whole year. And then you still had another 7 months to go. And that became untenable in terms of the fundraising.